WolfGxngDon, never lacking. 2K bills to the fraction, breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, boy, brick by brick, we gotta build. Give a like and drop a sub, this WolfGxngDon, you know it's real. Never chill, sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges, 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah, running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah, the greatest builds inside 2K.
Welcome back to the channel, man, and if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'm dropping all the best builds for 2K22 up until 2K23, man. We on the grind in 2K. Now, alright, man, in today's video, I got a clutch, player coming, man. It is a glass cleaning slasher at the power forward position, man. This build gets all of the contact dunks that you gonna want, has a crazy high vert, rebounds, plays defense at a high level, and it can shoot, man. I really pretty much gave y'all everything all in one build, and I know I deserve a like for that, so make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy. We're gonna get right into this video. Obviously, like I said, it will be a power forward because I said that already. Handing this is up to you and jersey numbers up to you as usual, man, but we can go ahead and get it moving. So for these body settings, man, on the height, we're gonna go with 2.04 meters. The weight, we go on 103 kilograms, which is about, a little over near 230, I think. I don't know. But anyway, with the wingspan, we go on 2.29 meters. And for the body shape, as usual, it is completely up to you. But for the purpose of this video, I am going to choose to go with build. I just think the other one looks a little too big. I mean, it's all up to you, though. Now, all right, we're going to get right into these attributes, man, starting with finishing. First and foremost, with the close shot, I really don't think this is necessary for this build. I do not plan on posting up with this build. This is a slasher. I'm talking about coming straight from the corner, trying to go right at the center. Whoever's down there, you trying to bang on them. So for the close shot, we can go kind of low. We will be putting that at a 53. Really don't get you much. I mean, all of those badges I don't plan on using. I mean, I guess if you want, you could use that putback boss that's starting to creep up there. But for the most part, we're going to focus on the badges that are all about running to the rim. Now, drive and layup, we're going to put that up to a 75, which is pretty decent, man. It's not anything crazy. In case, you want to use teardropper for some reason, man, I guess you could. I wouldn't, because this build can bang with the best of them, like, for real. So now, on the driving dunk, we're going to go up to a 92, because all the best dunks are unlocked at 92. You don't really need to go much higher than that. Now for the standing dunk, we'll go kind of high with it. We're gonna put it up to a 90, which is very decent for a standing dunk. You know what I'm saying? You can get rise up on gold with that, and I think that's a good little bit of dunking just right there. And also an added bonus to this, I know I didn't say it already, this is a big man build with slasher takeover. Now moving on to the shooter, man. Now this build is one that is a elite dunker, but I don't really like to make builds that can't space the floor, in all honesty. I mean, as long as you're on the floor, you want to be able to give your teammates some space, and it'll help you operate as well. Because once you spray a couple of those threes, they're going to start pressing up. Then you're going to be open for the blow by, you know what I'm saying? So with the mid-range shot, we can go with an 80, and that is specifically because we want that Hall of Fame sniper, man. That's one of the best badges in the game, and I definitely plan on using it. The three-point shot, we're going to go with a 78, which is more than enough to hit corners, to hit from the top. You can pretty much hit from everywhere with that, as long as you know your jump shot. If y'all need a jump shot, let me know down in the comment section, and I'll let y'all know what I would use for a three that's kind of low. For the free throw, like I always say, try to stick between that 65 to 70-ish range. But I'm going to go a little bit higher than that because I had a lot of extra points left over. Well, not a lot of extra, but all 98s ain't the same. Sometimes you have some attributes left over, you got to apply them. I applied them to free throw for the most part, so I got that up to a 79. You should never miss with that. Put your real player percentage on and just go ahead and rock out. Now for the pass accuracy, I'm always on team 85, but in order to make this build extra special and make it actually a demon at the slashing, I had to give up something, and I had to give up a little bit of pass accuracy. So I did go with a 75 as opposed to the usual 85 that I always go with. The ball handle, we can go with 75. And then down to the speed with ball, we're just going to go ahead and max that bad boy out. We will get up to a 70. That does get you quick first step on silver, which is plenty, especially at the 4 spot. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the smaller 4s, but you know, we're not tripping too much about that. So I know you're gonna think I'm a little crazy for this, but I am not going to put interior defense on this build. And the only reason that I'm not is because I feel like you really don't need it much, especially for a build this small. You probably won't get a lot of stops anyway if you go up against a big center, but I will be supplementing that with the block. So even though I don't have any interior defense, I will have a high block so I can still get the chase downs, get the good contest down in the paint. Just don't be trying to, you know, match up against a 7-3. That's not happening with this build, bro. It's not. Perimeter defense, we'll go with a 71 because I want that lateral quickness, the lateral speed, you know what I'm saying? The steal, we're only going with the 40. I literally am just trying to get interceptor on bronze. That is it. That is all. I'm not worried about nothing else other than catching those passes. Like I said earlier, we don't have interior D, so we do have to make up for that in the block region. So make sure you put that block up there. I got a block of 93. Offensive rebound, I put that up to a 73, and defensive rebound, I put that up to a 90. That does get you, you know, some very decent badges on defense. And we got a final badge count of 21, 22, 19, and 20. Pretty much 20 badges in every category. A decent build, a build that is definitely a role player can do exactly what they need to do. Like if you made this build and you're on a team, just make sure you have a strong center and you can play just like this with these stats. And physicals, of course, we're not gonna skip on those. 75 for the speed, 72 for the acceleration, 65 for the strength, 85 for the vert. This build does need to get up and something crazy. And we just maxed out stamina. Like I said, this build does have slash and takeovers. If I were to make this build, I would use both as slash and takes. But like I always say in all my other videos, make sure they match the play style. We do get slash and take, sharpshooting take, playmaking take, and glass cleaner take. Like I said, with me, I'm choosing to go double slash just because I feel like that would add to the maximum fun, the maximum usefulness of this build. You know what I'm saying? With that double slash and take, you become OP. You can honestly choose the same one. You can choose 2 finish moves, 2 easy blow-bys. It honestly just enhances what it's good at. With the exception of like if you use like a perimeter badge drop or interior badge drop, you don't get double on that. That's just a little heads up just so y'all know. Comes out as a glass cleaning slasher. Shades of Evan Mobley, Jeremy Grant, and Kyle Kuzma. I disagree with the Kyle Kuzma thing. But hey man, this is 2K. They name players, they say players are like whoever they want to be. But alright, now time for me to go ahead and show you the badges that I would put on this build. First things first, we're gonna get into the finishing badges. I'm gonna start out with posterizer on gold, rise up on gold, pretty much going as many golds as I can. Limitless takeoff on gold, lob city finisher on gold. This build is a lob threat, like for real. I know it's not named that, but that's what this build reminds me of the most, a lob threat. Then we got Slithery on gold. Of course, we can't forget Slithery. And with this build being a slasher, I always like to make sure I have unstrippable on my slashers just because, yo, you go into the rim a lot, and really the only way people are going to be able to stop you is if they strip you. So go ahead and cover up that weakness. Put unstrippable on. Even on bronze, it is a very good badge to have. But all right, we're going to get to the shooting badges next. And with the shooting badges, man, ain't nothing changed but the day of the week, bro. I still like the same badges that I like on any other build. You know what I'm saying? Like blinders on silver, catch and shoot on silver, dead eye on silver. You know, it's pretty much the same thing. You're going through the same type of pattern. Obviously I like sniper, love slippery off ball. That's one thing I love. This build can set screens for the point guard and roll something vicious, man. Like I said, this build is a lob threat, so that's something to kind of keep your eye on. Go ahead and put difficult shots on there. You have an 80 midi, so you can use that as opposed to driving all the way to the rim. Go ahead and stop on them, pop that J, and go ahead and end it. You know what I'm saying? This build is also going to be very good from the corner. If you want to take difficult shots off and put that on corner specialist instead, that will also be a very solid move for this build. But let's go ahead and get into these playmaking badges, man. We don't have a ton of these, but I'm gonna use what I got. So we're gonna put silver bullet passer, silver hyper drive, silver quick first step. I like triple threat because you get that little stun off the triple threat moves. I'm gonna put unpluckable on bronze. I don't really think you need high. I don't plan on dribbling a lot with this build. Downhill, I'm putting that on gold. The build isn't super fast, but I do want a little something to go ahead and give me that little push down the court. And we're gonna put bailout on bronze just because I need somewhere to put the badge. I would not suggest putting extra points into playmaking on this build. It just wouldn't really make a lot of sense. But now we're gonna get into the defensive badges so I can go ahead and wrap the build up, my boy. Now with the defensive badges, that's probably where I would put those extra badges that you get. But I'm gonna just work with the ones I have right now. But remember, I do have 7 extra badges right now. I'm on the cusp of 8, so I'll probably have 8 here real soon. I'm like level 35 or something like that. But so we're going with a bronze clamps, bronze interceptor, a gold off-ball pass because I feel like you'll definitely need it for this build. Playing the 4 position for sure. Then we will be going with a silver rebound chaser. I mean, that's all we get. I know I was kind of close to getting gold, but I didn't want to waste any more points. We're going with a box on bronze, gold intimidator, gold rim protector, and a silver chase down. And that is pretty much it for this build, man. I really don't have anything else for y'all boys. Just make sure before y'all roll on out, you do me a favor, you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out some of my other videos, man. I have a lot of bangers on this channel. But anyway, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm out of here. Peace.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the